First, I would like to say, to express my greetings, warm greetings, not cold greetings, warm greetings, and really. And they really billion, zillion, trillion, numberless thanks. This time, this life. And that we are not close our mind, not falling towards the, closed mind, open mind, free yourself. Open mind, free yourself. Like you see in the pot, flies get caught in the pot, but there's a hole, but there's a whole space to come out, but it can't see. Oh, it goes round inside the pot. Means to try to get it outside, but it can't see. It's just there, very close there, just come out, big space. The pot is very small. But to go around, but trying to get outside. The expectation is that. But couldn't see just there, hole, big hole just there. Can't see. For a long time, can't see. Just there. Can't see. Due to ignorance. Due to ignorance. If there's no ignorance, yes, you can see, just there. And also without ignorance, there won't be a block. But goes around, can't see, it's there, just there, can't see, just like that. Can't see, they go round, make a noise, make a noise and go round. We hope to get out, but I could never get out. So this time, we, meet each other, able to meet each other. I'm nothing special, but we had some connection in the past, some karma in the past. So that's why we met again together. There's a reason why we meet today. There's a reason. Let's come from cause. We created the cause in the past. Many times. So there's a reason. It's a causative phenomena. Our meeting each other today is causative phenomena. It's not something happened without any reason. All of that. There's no way. Impossible. Impossible. Then it becomes independent. truly existent, independent. Yeah. So it becomes unreasonable, no reason. It exists upon its own side, or it goes in that way. And then that means whatever you do this morning, from this morning till night, everything, everything dependent, everything you see happened by itself, without any cause, conditions. So, person who's happy, who's unhappy, whatever happens, it just happened. It happened without any cause, conditions. So that means if you are sick, it cannot be treated because it exists from its own side. So no medicine cannot cure. Even that is another example. Medicine cannot cure because it exists from its side. It doesn't depend on cause conditions. It's not dependent rising. So nothing can help. Whatever happens, nothing can help. Sickness or whatever bad thing happened, cannot help. So same thing from birth to death, whatever happens. So everything, nothing, without everything, it happened from its own side, by itself, without cause conditions. Then, from beginningless birth, the endless suffering, samsara, endless birth. Then there wouldn't be happiness and suffering also, because happy then becomes suffer. Then happy, then you suffer. The changes doesn't happen because changes happen depend on cause conditions. So because depend on cause conditions, that's why medicine can help. That's why by talking psychology, by talking help, by doing meditation can help, can bring happiness in the life, can bring happiness in the mind, inner peace. So this is without talking about enlightenment or ultimate happiness, liberation from something, without talking any higher meditations, just temporary. It brings inner happiness through meditation, just without even high realization. So anyway, so then there's sicknesses, there's a cause, because there's a cause of sicknesses. And so by eliminating the cause of sicknesses, then sickness can be stopped. That can be stopped to happen again. Well, similar, there's suffering because there's a cause of suffering. There's a cause of suffering. And the cause of suffering, even that is not just outside. Outside, there can be something, but there's a condition. Even there's something, there's a condition. That's not main cause. That is a difficult one to discover. So people in the world, most people in the world, think the outside condition is the main cause. Even outside condition is correct, but due to that, there's suffering happens. But that's just condition. What the people in the world regard is just condition. There is a inner cause. There's a cause, main cause. That's the inner cause. That's the mind. That's the mind. Mind creates suffering, produces suffering. Produce suffering. Mind is the incorrect way of thinking. Total mistake of mind. Not knowing the ultimate reality of the phenomena. Not knowing that. Ultimate reality of the phenomena. The very nature of the phenomena. Not knowing that. What makes it to exist. The subtle there's dependent arising, gross and subtle. The subtle dependent arising. First of all, you have to know the gross dependent arising, then subtle dependent arising. So, not knowing that, what is subtle dependent arising, and that meaning of that into ultimate reality, emptiness only, Dongba Ni, only emptiness. In Tibetan, there's a word empty, only, Dongba, emptiness, and Ni is only. Sanskrit Shunyata. So, subtle dependent arising, meaning of emptiness. Only. So that very nature, ultimate reality, not knowing that. So they are not knowing that. What exists, not knowing that. Self-dependent, that is into meaning of self-dependent arising, seeing that. What exists, what doesn't exist, totally what doesn't exist, hallucination, the way things appear to our hallucinating mind. And then total belief, we totally grasp or to totally entrust, total entrust that really exists. The hallucination, that which is hallucination, really exists, 100%. 100% it exists. That. So that is the basis of our problem in life. What brings unhappiness? What brought to achieve ultimate happiness? What brought us to achieve ultimate happiness? Not temporary happiness, ultimate happiness. Everlasting happiness. What brought? I'm not talking about enlightenment. Ultimate happiness. Everlasting happiness. No suffering, only happiness. No suffering at all. Only happiness. All that. What brought to achieve that is that. So that, and especially especially not knowing what is I. That's the very root. Similar, you see the I. So, same mistake with the I. That's the biggest mistake. I, what exists. In the man. So, empty of existing from its own side, empty of the real. The I that is existing in unification of subtle dependent arising and emptiness. Dong by ni. That. So we see that's what exists, but can't see. Can't see. That's like harder than Rocky Mountain or Iron Mountain. So hard to see that. It's like doesn't exist. Nowhere. And I, what doesn't exist, never existed, never happened a second from beginningless to birth. Real I, existing from its own side, existing as a promise by itself, or truly existent. Never happened. Never happened even a second from beginningless to birth. Even atom of that, real I, even atom of that never exists. Or that we appear, it appears to us. It appears to us real. And we completely without our interest to cling, grasp our total interest in that. We live with that. So what? That's the root of global problem. Where the problem, all the global problem, where it came from, that's the root. And where the country problem came from, that's the root. Where the society problem came from, root. Where the family problem, where the individual problem, that. Including diarrhea, including headache, toothache, cancer, AIDS, anything. Including suffering death, suffering old age. The Morgan was, he's the American, the Then Raja just walk up. When you heard Michael, just walk up. You don't know Tara House, Australia, Melbourne, Kishitos, translator, the monk.
Yeah.
Then, huh? Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
So how many times he make? How many times he made a face? Going to face shop. How many times changed face? Not only many people do that. So looking older, then you stretch out your skin, you fill it up. Or I don't know, but yeah, especially I don't know Europe or America. Yeah, many people do that. So that's not natural. Then they become old again, so again change. Fill up the wrinkles. So yeah, so old age, sickness, death, the suffering pain. The first type of suffering of samsara, the first type of suffering of samsara, suffering pain. So so all those problems came from the very root, that ignorance, that concept. That concept, that concept, but it's so subtle, it's not gross, not easy to recognize. So subtle, the real one. That's the root. And then the second suffering, samsaric pleasure, second suffering. Samsaric pleasure. All this, pleasure, food, dress, house, and pleasure for that, and then music, pleasure of sex, and pleasure of then pleasure of climbing Mount Everest. So many people died this year. Best came America, the climbing a mountain. So many people died. So they climbing Mount Everest, the pleasure of climbing Mount Everest. And but if it is for sentient beings to benefit the world, to benefit for the sentient beings, but see what benefit? Even you climb the Mount Everest, but what benefit it brings to a sentient being? If you analyze, there's nothing. So I don't know anybody climbs the Mount Everest. Think with your precious thought to benefit the sentient beings. I doubt. So, but even so, even in case, what benefit there is. So anyway, so there I'm using example. So anyway, like that, so many. So do that pleasure cannot continue. Cannot continue, and it decreases, all the decreases, and then becomes suffering pain. And then it does not increase, doesn't go higher, hour by hour, day by day, you know, day by day, higher and higher. So, next day is incredible happiness, bliss. Next day is incredible happiness. Then the second day, wow, the second day or next day, what was it? Third day, unbelievable extraordinary happiness. It should be like that. Like that. Not. But that's not happening. Why? That's a big question. Why is it not happening? Why it doesn't continue? Why not increase? Why? That's a good check. Those are science to check, not blind faith. Science, inner science. So we see meditation, Dharma practice. Your mind becomes Dharma, positive, healthy mind, positive virtue, all means same. Then goes upon that, your action, body, spirit, mind all become healthy. Healthy is, I use the word healthy so much because it fits in the West. You know, the term fits in the West. So, healthy, virtue, positive, cause of happiness, not cause of suffering, cause of happiness. So that. Then, then, then see, from the healthy mind, then healthy body comes. Then your mind can cure your disease. That's the best way. Otherwise, you take one medicine. It harms to some. It brings some other disease. It takes a long time. Then it happens something else. That. You see. So safe is your mind cure your disease. Your positive mind, your healthy mind, your virtue thought cure your disease. Your mental disease, your physical disease. So that. Even just thinking disease, you know, besides other things, other sufferings, physical, mental sufferings. So then of course, pure. The even more pure mind, your mind even more pure. See, no suffering mind, attachment, painful mind, attachment to your future life, samsara, even your future life, samsara life. No suffering mind. No suffering mind, attachment. No pain. No painful mind, attachment. Healthy virtue. Even more pure. Then Oh, then you see able to achieve the the everlasting happiness. No, oh, the suffering is that, and then realizing, seeing ultimate nature of the I. Ultimate nature of the I. What is the I? So there's existing in the existing in the man name. Meaning do not exist from its own side. Meaning it is empty of it is empty of what it has been appearing to us from beginningless rebirth. I, what has been appearing to the harvest mind, existing from its own side, existing by itself, truth or real. The language every day we talk, real. Oh, from beginningless rebirth up to the second. Oh, that hallucination. That false eye. That do that so false eye, and we have been entrusting that from beginningless rebirth up to now, up to this second. So totally hallucinated in the recognition of the I, in the recognition of you. We draw straight. Who's you? Who are you? I mean, total hallucination, total wrong concept. Recognition of you, biggest mistake. So as I mentioned, the suffering of pain, or that suffering of birth, old age, sickness, and everything. I see Nepal just 2 weeks, When I was there, I came from Mapla Mountain, which close to Mount Everest, and from there I came down to Kathmandu. After 2 days, then earthquake happened. 2 big earthquakes. Then many small ones. Then I left 3 days ago. 1 big earthquake happened. And a little small one happened every day. So anyway, including earthquake, it came from the mind. It came from this ignorance, not from I. To the big ignorance, the big wrong concept. It's like the king of the delusions. So this ignorance came from that. Even this huge earthquake, that nearly, I think general news, I think maybe 7,000 people or something. But however, but all over the world, Nepal, I think, probably if you count, probably 10,000 nearly from villages very far. And, so it's so many dead. Okay, all that, and then not dead. So many houses collapsed, and then there's like 10,000 or something around. I'm not sure. Unbelievable. So, although also come from the mind, this wrong concept, this ignorance, ignorance holding the I as real. What we're interested in now, right now. Real I is listening, teaching. That what we believe, the real I is listening, teaching. The real me is giving teaching. Second from that, even the earthquake. So whatever happens in the world comes from any suffering, any undesirable thing comes from the wrong concept. Any good thing comes from the right concept. So, so I mentioned the second day I was outside. We were outside, Western Sanghas and the students who came with the high gateway, most secret high gateway initiation at Gabon. So they asked me to give this initiation, and so I came down, and so they announced, and the older students came from Singapore and from different places. But then when they came there, during their stay, they had to experience many earthquakes. That's the gift in Nepal. Present for them. And then, so I was telling them that outside, I was sitting there, I was outside, we were outside, the trees on the hill, like drunk, like this, the trees, even like that, so we were, I don't know what prayer. We were doing prayer to control the earthquake. We'll do that, and some of the prayers we were doing. We tried to do prayer for all the people who died. The monks, students and monks outside. So in the, but nobody dead. A couple of nuns, monks, nobody dead. So the old gumbas got some cracks and some, I didn't see with eyes. But new once the Gabon new Gomba got completely stayed strong. Even shaken, but not. The window has got small crack, but the Unze who did puja, he said the small crack, but he wasn't sure there was something exists before. Or the nuns New Gomba, which is trying to finish, and inside you see. No other damage, but there were 17 pundits in those enlightened, those holy great pundits in the ancient time. There were those who happened in India, so they drew in the Gomba. So one I couldn't see from my throne. Ground clear eyesight. So one, they said one didn't crack, one got crack, one the painting of the pundit, the great holy being. So one got crack, and then the painting, the actual pundit, but the painting. So one didn't get a crack, but another one got a crack. One didn't get a crack, but another one got. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So I think all that. So then I don't know what happened. The earthquakes, that. But there's another monastery just outside Kapon. There's one monastery, Nima. Then straight from that, another hill has another monastery. I am to go. The one who teach power all over the world. Teach always power, transparent consciousness in the Pure Land. So his monastery is finished some time ago, maybe about a year or some. But I heard the pillars got bent inside the Gomba. The pillars bent. The manager told the abbot of Kapon Monastery, Kishishuni. So that was very dangerous. That means you have to, make new pillar, or that means a lot of fixing. So what was I saying? So I was telling the sanghas and other students. You see, I was telling them this earthquake came from self-cherishing thought, our self-cherishing thought. In the past, we created karma, negative karma, with the self-cherishing thought. So the killing, stealing, so forth. It definitely is the result of 10 non-virtues and those who killing, stealing, so what they are a result of those negative karma, however degenerate samaya. No question of that. Degeneration of samaya vow. So in the past, with self-cherishing thought, or looking, trying to achieve happiness for this I, careless others, numberless, but only this, and the numberless Buddha, Bodhisattva, then numberless other sentient beings, all the, careless, but this only this I, among all that, numberless hell beings, hungry gods, animal, numberless human beings, sura beings, asura beings, and themselves. But among all of this, only this I, working for only this I, happiness. Happiness only this I. So, only cherishing this I, careless all this. And looking only for happiness, to achieve happiness for this I. But reality, that real I, not that. In reality, that real I, if you look, is not there. Can't find. From the top, tip of the hairs down to the toes, no way you can find. Mind is not I, body is not I, even together is not I. Even together is not I. And there's no real I exists separately from the aggregates. There's merely I, but there's no real I exists separately from the aggregates without depending on aggregates. So, exists nowhere. Exists nowhere in this room. Exists nowhere, even in this room, in your room, back to the house, even in this room, in the world, east, west, nowhere it exists. That's the reality. So so then you see, I was telling them that, when you do slaying the ego, we blow the Taiban, human Taiban, we blow to bring the spirits, to invoke the spirits. And then first you do the wide distribution, your body transforms nectar, oceans of nectar, DM offering to Guru Dhamma Sangha, the meditative field. And then you make charity to 6 realm sentient beings, spirits and all that. That's one thing. That second, red distribution, mountains of your bone, flesh, blood, skin, charity. You make charity to the spirits. So whatever they like to eat bone, they like to drink blood, whatever it is, flesh, whatever the mountains, you make charity. So this it's like you are being in the world. You are being in the war, in the war. You actually be outside to attacking the enemy, and the other side the enemy. The other side army is the enemy. So you are being outside, and whatever bombing, shooting, whatever you do, exposed, brave mind, like that. So you may change, you give up yourself to the spirits, sentient mother, suffering sentient being, mother spirits. So you give charity like that, and then after that they're satisfied, then you make Dharma charity. So that's very encouraged encouraged kind of charity, very brave charity. Like that, against this, the bodhicitta, cherishing others, cherishing others, and then really the powerful, you crack the mountain, there are stones, you put something dynamic. Do you put dynamic? So like dynamic, you see. So this destroy the self-cherishing thought, and cherish the spirit, the sentient beings. Cherish the most, and then you destroy your self-cherishing thought. So like that. Then making changes with them, and then the other one is I don't remember exactly what I said, but so the other one is so the immortal spirits, and they create violence to you. So they creating violence to you. It become very beneficial to you. The practitioner, meditator practitioner, the slant ego, it becomes so beneficial. So they create violence, all kinds of fearful violence they create. So then, that time, then you see emotional I. The gakcha, object to be reputed. Tibetan language, gakcha, object to be reputed. I, the object to be reputed. Fourth I. Fourth I, which you don't know, easy to recognize. That time it blows up, emotional I. So, when they create so much violence, it blows up your emotional I. So then suddenly you come to know what the gakcha is. I, the fourth I, the fourth I, that which you've been believing from beginningless birth, trust, in trust, this is totally true. Then they see, that time then blows up. Emotional I. That you recognize. This is the false I. What? By believing the truth, they cheated you, deceived you, cheated you from beginningless birth. Not all this morning, not from birth, from beginningless birth, cheated you totally. Cheated you totally. That's why still suffering samsara. Still not free from suffering rebirth, old age, sickness and death. Still not free. Still not free, still suffering. So like that. Because of not long that I didn't finish. Not that because then still we're not free from the second suffering. Suffering a change, or the temporary some sort of pleasure. That which cannot continue, it doesn't increase. That is because it is suffering nature. That is in suffering nature. So that could not continue, cannot increase. What Dharma happiness, by practicing Dharma continuously, the Dharma happiness continues. Dharma happiness can be increased. And not only when you're free from oceans of samsara suffering, but when you achieve the Sangye, total elimination or obscuration, completion of all the realization on the power of the mind, on the potential of the mind completed that time. Oh, so, present Dharma, happiness completed. Can increase, can complete. Oh, so like that, the big difference. Samsara pleasure and Dharma happiness. So anyway, so the so suffering will change. Second suffering, or the temporary something pleasure, which is nature of suffering change. Oh, so that's so we're not free from the first one, we're not free from the second one. So and then third, we're not free from because we're not free from the third suffering, from where the true suffering comes, progressive compounding suffering. So the aggregates being under the control of karma and delusion, that's why nature of suffering. Instead of bliss, nature of suffering. Instead of bliss, free happiness. Instead of that, bliss is the only nature of suffering. So all of that, you see, you press here, suffering. So the skin, you press, suffering. So I say, you press, suffering, why? Well, that describes, reincarnation karma. Reincarnation, past life, future life. That explains why there's suffering. Why there's suffering? What is the nature of suffering? Is bliss. Why not in bliss? That's a question. It's a big question. Why not into great bliss? Why not? So that's something that we should study, examine. So, and then the contaminated the seed of disturbing thoughts. So that's why nature of suffering and compound the suffering. This life, future life. This I guess. So we're not free from even third suffering. Because we're not free from third suffering, then that's why we experience the suffering pain and suffering change. All like that. So from where we need to free from the third suffering change, and that progressive compound suffering, we need to be free from that. Then you are free from suffering pain and suffering change. So then you have a total everlasting happiness, ultimate happiness, forever. There's one time you achieve, that's it. There's no again falling back into suffering. Then again you have to practice, again you have to meditate. No, that's impossible. There's no cause to come back. There's no, or the seed of delusions completely ceased. Delusion, karma is ceased. So there's no suffering. All like that. Can you go there? So anyway, I'm thanking you from bottom of my heart. This time, thinking, open your heart, giving freedom to yourself. Much of the human life, we don't give freedom to yourself. We don't give freedom to ourselves. It's like the flies staying inside. Even there's a hole just there, but can't see. So it goes around, suffer, try to get out. So this time, give freedom to yourself. So open your mind, freedom yourself. So that, and then also, many of you who are engaging in practice, to learn or reflect meditation practice. So many of you who are doing that. So I want really, it's unbelievable, most beneficial life, worthwhile. So to you and to all the sentient beings, that's best. You are help to numberless helplings, numberless hungry ghosts, numberless animals, numberless insects, mosquitoes, and numberless fish, different types of fish in the ocean, numberless in the ground, numberless animals in the ground, worms and so forth, on the ground, on the grass, so tiny flies live in the grass. When you walk, so many tiny ones jump away. So that then in the space, such the animals are, just the animal are unbelievable, all like that. Then the human beings, as scientifically mentioned, numberless universe, as well as Buddhas mentioned, or numberless human beings, swearing. So that's most beneficial. Learning meditation, learning Dharma, learning meditation, practicing learning. In order to practice, you have to learn. So, learning, reflecting, meditation, all that. So, really most beneficial for sentient beings. For all those sentient beings, most beneficial, and last thing is even for yourself. So, so the thing, really, that's unbelievable, extremely worthwhile. That's really. Track today. So, so I was, sorry, I was telling the monks and our students and, you know, the Chinese and so I was saying that, you know, the earthquake is similar to the Jai practice, invoking spirits to create violence so that you can see the gakcha, objective repeat of false eye. So then, once you recognize, it's just a minute to realize shunyata, emptiness only. So that happened. No, many practices like that. So that's a good way to realize emptiness through practice. So I was saying that then to take it in the way, that way, rather using only for fear. So that so use it for practice to actualize the emptiness or things like that. So of course you can use Bodhicitta for sentient beings to explain for sentient beings. But Bodhicitta you can do that. Then one maybe one sort of introduction. Then maybe useful for your meditation. So as I've been talking, so that means the hell, heavy suffering is that. So hell suffering, heavy suffering, hell suffering. So 6 realms, sentient beings, heavy suffering. Oh, that hell suffering. So that came from mind. That came from mind. This is mind which experiences hell. It came from that mind. Came from our mind. Which experience that. The peerless happiness. Peerless happiness. Total elimination of obscuration, completion of realization that Sangye also came from mind. Or what we're going to achieve, that came from our mind. The other one, hell, I already told. So enlightenment and full enlightenment, or peerless happiness, what you're going to achieve, that came from our mind. So the nirvana, the everlasting happiness, ultimate happiness, blissful state of peace for oneself. So now that which we're going to achieve, that comes from our mind. Not come from its own side, come from our mind. And samsara came from our mind. The opposite to that, samsara, second one, comes from our mind. Come from our mind. Came from our mind. And everyday problem, happiness come from our mind. You think a different way, you can stop the problem. You think a different way, you can able to stop the problem from the mind, from your mind. And you experience happiness. A correct way of thinking, healthy way of thinking, positive way of thinking, virtuous way of thinking. They bring happiness. Able to stop the problem. So when you change your mind from that, incorrect way of thinking, unhealthy way of thinking, then you are creating problem in the life. Problem to you, problem to others. So everyday life, problem, happiness, everyday life, come to your mind. So for example, I tell my experience. For example, sometimes somebody says some nasty things to you. Somebody you tell to do something the person didn't do. Person didn't do what you said, or person didn't understand what you said, or something. Whatever. You see, then you have choice. You have choice whether to get angry or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you have choice. Should I get angry or not? Should I get angry? Should I get angry to this person or not? You have choice. You can see you have choice. You have choice to whether to get angry or not. See, then let me get angry. Then you get angry. You show your face and you change your face and words and that. But then before that, do not get. Maybe not get angry. Better not get angry. Then it's okay. Sometimes you have choice. Yeah. Sometimes anger just like a volcano, like a gas. Sometimes you have choice. So I'm saying that didn't come from outside. I'm saying that even everyday life problem happens come from your mind, your way of thinking, how you take care of your mind, how you take care of your life. Every day depends how you take care of your life. Whether you take care of your life or not. If you're not taking care of your life, you get angry and do everything bad to harm you, harm others. But if you're taking your life, practice compassion and patience to others. You practice compassion to others, you practice patience to others. Then from there you achieve. From there, then you achieve the Sangye, total elimination of obscuration, completion of realization. From there you achieve ultimate. So meantime, all in samsara, you don't go to lower realm. It's unbelievable happiness, life. Life, unbelievable happiness, good birth, so much success, unbelievable success. So that, all in samsara. Like that. So totally came from your mind. Whole thing. friend, enemy, strength, everything comes from mind. All those, because all the way appearing the friend, enemy, stranger, all those were appearing, all come from your mind. All through your mind. Your mind is the creator. The creator. So now going back. I'm going back also. I haven't started. So you see, example, furthermore example. You go back to childhood time, and so you go back to childhood time. So either your parents or your school teacher teaching you alphabet. Okay, so either your parents or school teacher wrote on blackboard like this, like that, like this, like that. Let's see, line like this, like this. So, you see, but you're not taught that by the teacher or parents. So, so for you, what appears is line like this. You're not taught yet that is that. So what appears to you is line, just line like this. You don't have appearance that is that. You may have appearance of that, but you may not have a appearance that is that. That is that. You won't have appearance that before you are taught this is that. So the appearance what you have is this line on the blackboard. So, so that time you don't have appearance that this is that. Because Your mind, so your mind hasn't labeled that. Your mind hasn't labeled that because that you have no appearance that is that. You have no appearance that is that. That time. And you don't see that is that at that time. No. You don't see that is that time. So down, last thing, you are seeing that is that. You don't have. Because you don't have appearance that is that. Because your mind hasn't labeled that yet. You understand? So, because your parents or your teacher hasn't taught you yet, this is that. You have no idea. So, when your parents or teacher taught you the label or goes on top of that, then you believe in that. You believe in that. You believe in that. You believe in that. You believe in that, you follow that, you believe in that. Then you see your mind label. Your mind label that, believe in that. Then there's appearance as projection. Then there's appearance that is that. Oh, then you see that is that. So you see now here very clear, come from your mind. That just from that example, you can see completely come from your mind. Very clear. That appearance that to you, appearing that to you, come from your mind. Come from your mind. So like that, the same with the eye come from the mind. The eye come from the mind. I aggregate all like that come from the mind. I action object all from this moment today. I action object all the time. From this morning up to the night, truthfully. So from birth and death, I action object. From beginningless birth, practice Dharma, achieving enlightenment up to there. I accept all came from mind. Came from your mind. Solidly like that. Came from your mind. So you see, So you see another question is there. Mind not produce suffering. We have to change our mind. Not produce suffering, produce only happiness. So therefore, we need to meditate. Therefore, we need to practice Dharma. That. So That's the conclusion. They will go to the beach on the waves. I'm not saying that, but they will meditate. Praise Dharma. You see, for that then, say, purification, all the different purifications, the Jikandra, the Bhajasava, all the different purification, all the means of offering mandala, all the different methods of collecting merits, making the water offering, light offering, all the various offerings, and to collect extensive merit, to make prostration,